whatever children had been doing, starting from their formal education years, which started from grade 1 till grade 8, was a fun learning experience. Though in 9th standard, CBSE still goes with the experiential learning, but 9th to 12th are the career oriented classes. So, children, you need to be very, very aware that it is, though we were in the pandemic and we still are in pandemic situation since last session, but what you are going to put in right now in these years when you have been, when you are advented into the ninth grade, or you have just on the verge of completing half of the 10th grade, is very, very important. So there are a few things which CBSE has proposed and our school is using it. God proposes and man disposes. So we need to understand we are growing up children. And there will be a time when we are right now 15, 16. We may be 18. We will be at the position to cast our votes. Then we'll make something of our life. This is the advent of our being mature. We can be mature. We can put our expressions forth in front of anyone only when we can think correctly. How will we think correctly? When whatever our teachers, our parents are telling us is streamlined in our mind. When we have some kind of data that is at the back of the mind, which helps us to process whatever else is our mind perceiving. So it is very important to understand that if you are going for a trekking, you may not drink water from a stagnant pool. If by any chance you have to, you will see a stream of water running, and that will be the safest way of drinking water. Of course, not nowadays. But in the wild, we normally say, in the same manner, change is the only thing that is constant. I can find the analogy of the stagnancy of the pool with that change. The stream of water is the change. And we cannot remain in a pool throughout. This is what last year had taught us. There are a lot of changes that we have not anticipated and had happened. We are trying to mitigate the losses that had happened. But it isn't that we are able to find an easy way out. And children and the parents, you have a solution. We just don't want that finally, whenever the physical school starts, and hopefully it starts soon, whenever it starts, then you'll be completely in a void about what have we lost. I am 100% sure that my teachers over here who are facilitating you in grade 9 and 10 are leaving no stone unturned, and they're burning their midnight oil to make sure that the learning comes to you in quality. So then what is required is how you take that learning. So as I was telling you about CBSE, since so many years, people ask me why our school has opted for CBSE. And this is the only board which I see. I'm not saying it is the better board than many, but this is the only board that had shown me a stream of water rather than being stagnant. Even during the times when we were all in a situation of uncertainty, this was the only board which was giving directions to its teachers, its schools, as well as its parents to make sure we do the thing in the right manner. Because we were caught unawares last session, the entire nation, the entire world faced a tumultuous time. But this session, the CBSE board was a little more stringent and strategic. So what it proposed is, and this is something which I want each and every parent to understand, that there are two terms the complete academic session is divided into. Somehow in 9th and 10th standard earlier, the first term syllabus used to be in the second term syllabus for their assessment, but not anymore in the pandemic times. So whatever the children are learning in the first term is not going to be assessed in the second term. It's a unique syllabus of terms. And the syllabus is decided by CBSE. My team will definitely take you ahead through the presentation of the slides in detail. I'm giving you just an overview of that every term in this academic session 21-22 has a unique syllabus which will not be continued in the second term. So this is the very first point I want to tell you. Children, you had been getting less marks in some subjects and more marks in the other, depending upon your interest. But remember that till grade 8, parents and children, there was a no detention policy by the CBSE. That means whatever happens, the child still goes to the next class, but not anymore for 9th and 10th standard. And 10th standard is basically through CBSE boards. So remember these two important things. The reason why I'm again and again emphasizing on the critical importance and significance of these classes. The next point that I want to share with everyone is, yes, this time the 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th standard question papers will be multiple choice question based ones. So the emphasis again is from low order thinking skill questions to high order thinking skill questions, so that the multiple choice questions could be a little more challenging for the children. And they're not based only on the remembering concept of the child. But what the CBSE is proposing is, which my team is going to take to you shortly on, the CBSE proposes that the first term exams, which we are going to see for grade 9 to start from 27th of September, and for grade 10, somewhere in the middle of November. These multiple choice question term 1 exams will be objective type questions. Duration is 90 minutes for grade 10. The other durations my team is going to tell you for 9th standard. The duration for 10th standard is 90 minutes, and there are multiple choice questions of 50 count. But in the second term, the question paper will have subjective questions also. And it will be of 2 hours duration. Right now it is 1.5 hour duration. Second term will be 2 hours duration for grade 10. So this is another important point I am putting forth. By 10th of October, you will receive the date sheet of grade 10 exams. So these are some points. And one simple thing I want to reiterate, which I think we have taken in the induction also. Parents, you remember that the children in 9th and 10th standard are reading subjects which are categorized into compulsory subjects, language subjects, skill subjects, and foundation subjects. Language subjects are 2, English and Hindi or German. Science, math, social studies, compulsory subjects. Skill subjects is 1, computer application. And foundation subjects are health and physical education, art education. Health and physical education has social empowerment through work education and activities, seva. Right? So remember, in the boards, if the child scores less than pass percentage in compulsory subject, which are science, math, social studies, and gets good marks in the skill subject, which is computer application, that one of the compulsory subject is replaced by the skill subject, and the child's marks will be recounted. So remember that the skill subject has lots of importance. Your computer application is very, very important. It is almost the same place as the compulsory subject. So these are certain points I wanted to discuss. So thank you so much, parents. Just understand that we from our school want to do everything that we can in the current situation for the children. Now, the point lies with the children. How well they understand, and with the parent, how beautifully they support. So, expecting wonderful support from the parents and lots of good and smart efforts from my darling children. God bless you. Take care of yourself. Over to you, Vedehi ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for addressing the school. And yes, the way you have told our children and parents to be there throughout this journey, we are telling you, dear parents, how this journey would be. So I want, as ma'am said just now, I will second to it that without everybody's contribution and participation into this process, it is not going to be the easy process. We need everyone to participate equally in this assessment, induction, and in the process. So let us start the assessment induction. On the basis of CBSE's assessment scheme, the whatever I am or we are presenting right now is what we have received from CBSE, and this is the scheme which CBSE has proposed. I'm going to reiterate the subjects our grade 9 and 10 standard children have. The core subjects which we have are English, Hindi or German, science, mathematics, social studies. These are our core subjects. Skill subject is only one, which is computer application. And we have foundation subjects. Those are HPE, that is health and physical education, and art education. As I have written here, these are graded subjects. That means here children are going to be graded. They're not going to get marks. HPE and art, they will be getting grades. Now what CBSE has proposed, CBSE has said that there will be 2 terms. We have got to know it from principal ma'am, and we know it. It's a basic thing that every year has been divided into 2 terms. So we are going to focus on term 1. In term 1, syllabus for both the terms, syllabus we have received from CBSE, even for grade 9 and for grade 10. Syllabus we have received from CBSE. Time of exam. For grade 9, school has to decide the time. And for grade 10, they told us that mid-November will be the time wherein exam for grade 10 will be conducted. Duration of the exam. Here again for grade 9, it is for school to decide. And for grade 10, they told us that the exam will be of 90 minutes. Paper pattern, as you all know, it is multiple choice questions only. For both the grades, it will be MCQ type. Maximum marks for grade 9 is 80, and for grade 10, it is 90. Here we are talking about the written exam. Preparation of question papers and marking scheme. So for grade 9, school has prepared, and the school teachers have prepared the question papers based on the information provided by CBSE. We have received some information guidelines from CBSE, and with that information, school teachers are supposed to prepare a question paper for grade 9. For grade 10, as you all know, question papers, school will be receiving question papers from CBSE. Right? Exam center, according to CBSE rules, grade 9, it has to be home center. The school in which children are studying, that can be called as home center. And for grade 10, it will be at school with external observer. So this is what the information school has received from CBSE. Now, assessments based on situations. There are different situations we are facing due to pandemic. So these are the kind of situations, and what are the measures the school is supposed to take, I'm going to tell you all. So first situation is when pandemic comes down and normal schooling and conduct of exam at center is possible. Pandemic, there's no pandemic then. The situation which we are facing right now, normal schooling and conduct of exam at center is possible. So in this case, term 1 and term 2 exams will be conducted at centers and theory marks will be distributed equally between exams. The second situation, complete closure during November and December, but able to conduct term 2 exam at centers. Why we are focusing on November and December? Because just now we got to know that grade 10 first term exam will be conducted in the month of November. So the second situation, if there is complete closure during November and December, then term 1 exam will be conducted online or offline from home. Weightage of this exam will be reduced. Weightage of term 2 will be increased. I hope you have understood the second situation. Because today again, we cannot predict that what will be the situation in the month of November. So CBSE has already provided us with this guideline. If at all there will be a closure, this will be the measure which we will be taking. Third situation, complete closure during March, April, but term 1 exams are held at centers. Now the third situation is wherein we have conducted term 1 exam successfully, but there is closure during March and April. That means second term exam ke time pe there is closure, complete closure. So the result declaration based on term 1 MCQ and internal assessment. So results will be declared based on the term 1 MCQ type questions and internal assessments. Weightage of term 1 will be increased to provide year-end result. So this was the third situation. And the fourth one, complete closure during November, December and March, April. That means for both the terms, if there is complete closure, then exams will be done from home. Result will be declared based on internal assessment and theory marks of term exams taken from home, subject to moderation to ensure validity and reliability. So these are the situations which CBSE has proposed, even though today we are not aware which situation we are going to face during November, December or March, April. So these are the guidelines which we have tried to convey. Now let us see how the assessment process is going to look at TSSS. So in our school, term 1 exam will be starting from 27th of September. Date sheet and syllabus both are already shared in grade groups. Even for grade 10, syllabus is shared already, so that you all should be prepared for the month of November. Time of exam at TSSS for grade 9, it is 27th September till 8th of October, and grade 10, it is November, mid-November. Duration of the exam will be 120 minutes for grade 9. We have given 20 minutes extra for children to settle down and to read the question paper. Here for grade 10, it will be 90 minutes because this is what we have received from CBSE. Paper pattern for grade 9 and grade 10, it is multiple choice questions. Paper preparation and marking scheme is been decided and made by school teachers for grade 9 as per the guidelines received from CBSE. And for grade 10, everything will be decided by CBSE and we are going to receive it from CBSE. Question papers also and marking scheme too. Way of answering. Now how the children will answer. For grade 9, the question paper will have options because it is multiple choice questions. They will be having options and children will be marking correct option on the question paper itself. I'm telling this for grade 9. So children will be marking answers on question paper for grade 9. Wherein for grade 10, it is on optical mark reader, which we call as OMR sheets. Now for OMR sheets, I would like to tell you all that many of the students have appeared for Olympiad exams. We all know that how OMR sheets look like. So these are the OMR sheets on which children will be marking their correct option. Exam center for grade 9, it is the Stepping Stone School. As you all know that it is a physical exam. Children will be coming to school and giving this term 1 exam. This is one news which we have received yesterday from in the newspaper that CBSE class 10 term 1 board exam to start in November. Yesterday in Times of India, we received this news. So we thought that we should share it with parents and students. If you can see here, date sheet likely by October 10th, 2021. So we assume that we should be receiving date sheet from CBSE by 10th of October. And as soon as we receive it, we are ready to share it with grade 10 students. So this is what we have received from Times of India. This is an official news, we can say. As soon as we receive the date sheet, we will share it with grade 10 parents and students. Now let us know more about written exam for both the grades. As we all know, we told you that the question paper will have MCQs. Now, till grade 8, we have studied MCQs. The questions were based on the content given in the textbooks. But now the CBSE has given us some pointers on which we have prepared our multiple choice questions for grade 9. And on the same basis, the question paper grade 10 children will be receiving from CBSE. So these are some types of multiple choice questions. First type is assertion reasoning type question. Second is case study based question, skill based questions, activity based questions, logical thinking based questions, competency based questions, experiential learning based questions, and application based questions. So these are the types on which for grade 9 we have prepared a question paper for students. I would like to give some examples because these are kind of new terms for all of you parents. So here are some examples how the questions will look like. So the case study based questions will be like these, wherein children will have to study a sort of research children are supposed to do. A situation will be given and children will have to identify and find out and select the right option for the present situation. So these are case study based questions. Next, please. In mathematics, such questions will be asked. Bend an angle. The diagram will be given and they will be asking you to find out an angle in between. What is the pair of angles? Vertically opposite angles, corresponding angles, complementary angles. So these are the again types of questions which we have tried to incorporate in grade 9 question paper. Statistics based questions also will be asked. Application based questions we can call them as, because the COVID-19 situation, they have the question based on COVID-19. These are assertion and reasoning questions. So assertion and reasoning questions are the questions wherein statements are given with some reason, in which children need to understand that statement should match with the reason. So the options would be, next slide please. So you can see the options. When lightning strikes, the sound is heard a little after the flash is seen. This is the statement. And the reason for this statement would be the velocity of light is greater than that of the sound. Now children need to understand whether the statement and the reason, are they matching each other? Is it a right reason for the given statement? So the option would be A is true but R is false. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. A is false but R is true. Here A is assertion, R is reason. Both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. And fifth option, both A and R are false. So these are the types of questions which we have asked to our students through the question papers. Again, a math question based on linear equations. So these are the types of questions, dear parents. We have taken and we are still taking revision of such questions during our sessions with our students. So these were just few examples for you all to know. And I'm giving it to Sandhya ma'am now. Over to you, Sandhya ma'am.
Thank you, Vaidehi ma'am. Good afternoon, dear parents. I'll be taking you ahead with the next slide. The marking scheme for the core subjects for grade 9, it is 80 marks written and 20 marks internal assessment. For grade 10, it is 90 marks written and 10 marks internal assessment. For skill subjects, that is computer application, for grade 9 and grade 10, it is 50 marks written and 30 marks practicals. For foundation subjects, health and physical education and art education, for grade 9 and 10, it will be graded. Next slide, please. We have completed our syllabus for the half yearly for both grade 9 and 10 by 16th of August. We have already started the revisions from 17th August 2021. Orals, practicals are already conducted during the online sessions, and they are also conducting internal assessments. Now, we have what is called as a SEVA, that is a social empowerment through work, education, and action projects. Now, this project is to direct children in constructive activities to have positive outcome through facilitation of creative and critical thinking. We, through the SEVA projects, hope to develop self-confidence and self-esteem. Now for grade 10, recently we had celebrated the Grandparents' Day, and there the students had shared a video where they enacted the service done to the elders, the senior citizens in the family. So this is considered as a SEVA project. For grade 9, very soon we'll be coming up with a SEVA project. The details of the same shall be shared in the grade group. Now, when we talk about assessment, it's an ongoing process, and teachers need to understand the knowledge gained and the creativity of the students. Hence, we should have continuous assessment schemes. Internal assessments of 10 marks. It has been divided into periodic tests, multiple assessments, portfolio, and subject enrichment activities. Periodic tests, we have 3 periodic tests during the academic session, the whole year, out of which 2 we have already conducted. The third PT, that is PT3, shall be planned in the month of December or January. So 3 marks average will be taken best out of 2 out of 3 for the periodic test. So 3 marks out of 10 from the periodic tests. Then we have what is called the multiple assessments. These assessments are conducted in the form of quizzes, oral tests, projects, concept maps, mind maps, tweet slips, and exit cards. We have 2 marks given for that. Now parents, what are these tweet slips and exit cards? This is a strategy which we use in the classroom, which helps students summarize and reflect information learned in a particular session. For example, a particular concept is learned, a particular idea is learned, a particular detailed method of solving a problem is learned. So that is assessed once the class is over or once a particular session is over. So these are different ways we are conducting multiple assessments to understand the knowledge gained by a student. Then we have portfolio, which is for 2 marks. Anecdotal records, participation in different events and competitions, achievements, SEVA projects, the research work done by a student will all come under portfolio. Here, if you see, SEVA projects also carry marks, and hence it is a very important part of internal assessment. Then we have subject enrichment activities, that's for 3 marks. So languages like German, Hindi, English, we'll be having art integrated learning plus assessment of speaking and listening. Speaking and listening assessment shall be taken in the classrooms. Then science, we have art integrated learning plus experiments. Math, we have art integrated learning plus math lab. And for social studies, we have projects, group discussions, debates, and art integrated learning. Group discussions, debates are regularly conducted in the classroom. We also have for computer application, practicals as a part of internal assessment. So this is the date sheet for our half-yearly exams. It's only for grade 9. As you all are aware, it is starting from 27th of September and it ends on 8th of October. We have given one study leave for all the core subjects so that the students can prepare. So 27th, 29th, 30th, 1st, 4th, 6th, and 8th, we end the exams. Next slide, please. Students shall report to the school at 7:30 a.m. The exams will be starting from 8 a.m. 7:30 to 7:50, we'll be giving 3 students a slot so that there is no rush and there's no confusion while entering the premises. 8 to 8:10, they'll be settling down and the question paper shall be read by them thoroughly. 8:20 to 10:20 will be exam time. 10:20 to 10:30, they can go through the paper again and submit the paper by 10:30. 10:30 to 10:40 will be the dispersal time. Again, the time slot shall be given 3 students at a time. These are the guidelines to be followed during the exam in school. Children need to report to the school at 7:30 a.m. sharp. Whatever the time slot is given to them, they should be present during that particular time. Wearing mask, carrying own sanitizer is compulsory while in the school premises. Children shall carry their own water bottle and the required stationery for the exams. By no means they shall share the stationery or any other material carried by them. So parents, this is a brief guidelines we have given you. If you all have any questions to ask us, the forum is open. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Actually, I have a question related to, okay, you were talking about tweet slips and exit cards. I didn't understand that clearly.
Yes, answer?
Yeah. May I?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Marisa.
Yeah, so tweet slips and exit cards. I didn't get that concept clear.
Okay. So actually, when we start a class, before when we enter a class, we usually start the class by discussing what the student has learned earlier. We have this called previous knowledge, right? So we discuss that and we get into a particular topic. A particular concept is taught in that class. Like for example, today I did money and credit with the students of grade 10. So it was like social studies, grade 10, we did money and credit. So what is money? So we start with that. And I ended the class, say, with the concept of money. It's a medium of exchange. So before I end the class, I summarize. When I summarize, I ask questions to the students, like what we learned, what was money, what is barter system. So when I end the class, I come to know what knowledge the child has gained in that particular session. So exit slip means when I'm exiting the class or when I'm concluding the class, the knowledge the child has got or the information I have shared to the students on that particular session.
Okay, so tweet sleeps are like, when I say like, okay, so far what we have covered yesterday,
Right.
so that is this tweet slips, right?
No, that is the entry slip. The
Okay.
exit slip and tweet slip is what I have summarized in a particular session.
Yeah. Okay.
I hope I'm clear, sir.
Yeah.
May I add something, Sandhya ma'am? Thank you
Sure,
so much for
ma'am.
detailing it out. Thank you.
Yes.
So Sandhya ma'am is correct, sir. So basically in the physical scenario, what basically happens especially in higher grades is that the child has his or her own understanding, right? And the child very well know what the child wants from that particular class. After grade 8, that particular understanding starts getting more discrete and coherent.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when the child comes in, as Sandhya ma'am has very rightly portrayed it, when the child comes in with some kind of preconceived notions and knowledge which are based on the facts and figures of maybe the previous class or maybe the previous session. Right? So that exactly is being put in the entry card. Then there's the entry slips. Then when the child goes, another kind of format has been given to them called as exit slip. What did I learn today?
Okay.
What kind of knowledge because every child will perceive whatever is being facilitated in a different manner. So it's just my feedback of that particular session. This helps the teacher or the facilitator to find out what was her objective or outcome that she wanted to perceive and what did the child finally give in the exit slip.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this exactly is the concept of entry and exit slip. Tweet slip has basically been taken from Twitter. So it's basically has three important elements in it. First is, what did we do today? What did I find challenging? And how can this particular concept that I found challenging could be made better? So it's the child's perception of these three things, which again is a great add-on to the child's as well as the teacher's, child's facilitation and the teacher's way of planning the next session. Right?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
That has answered my second question also. Like, because I was worried about MCQs.
Right.
Because MCQs are looking easy, but they are complicated also. There is a question, it has 4 answers, and all those 4 might be probably right answers.
Correct.
And you have to choose the correct one.
True.
Okay. So when we have these entry cards, exit cards, and tweet slips, like it would put the right mindset for a particular concept.
Yes.
Like, okay, I have to eliminate. I don't have to select the right one. I have to eliminate the 3 wrong ones and have the first, like one of the right.
Correct.
So, yeah, that answered my second question also. The third and last question is related to weightage. Okay.
No issues.
So when we have weightage, so like Vaidev ma'am was talking about, like, if the pandemic occurs, like, and total close down happens, in that situation, the weightage would be given to maybe next term exams or something like that. So is that weightage like calculated, pre-calculated, or how it would be?
Right. Let me just give you try to give you the answer of this question on the basis of whatever understanding we all have with respect to the assessments. CBSE has given 4 conditions to us. of what to do if this happens. अगर term 1 अच्छे से हो जाता है, term 2 में problem हो जाती है कि physical नहीं कर सकते, because CBSE said last session में इतनी difficulties के बाद we will go with the physical school and the physical exam only. अगर term 1 में pandemic का issue आता है तो डेफिनेटली फिजिकल नहीं होकर के वो ऑनलाइन हो जाएगा, उसका वेटेज कम हो जाएगा.
Sure.
अभी फिजिकल है, अगर वो फिजिकल होगा तो उसका वेटेज एक्सटर्नल ऑब्जर्वर के सामने है, OMR शीट के साथ है, राइट. तो इसकी वजह से जैसे जैसे सिचुएशन आएगी उसके हिसाब से वेटेज डिसाइड किया जाएगा. इट इज वेरी क्लियरली बीन टोल्ड टू द स्कूल दैट द वेटेज विल बी डिसाइडेड ओनली आफ्टर टर्म 2 एग्जाम्स.
And that is logically decided. You're
Yes,
not going to
yes.
cut down the questions or
Nothing. So after term 2 exams, in whichever capacity and manner, the term 1 and term 2 exams would be held in different, would be, we'll be holding them in different ways. That will decide on the weightage of the complete percentage of the child for one grade.
Cool.
Okay, so it is not as yet clear, sir. Everything depends upon how we are in the situation.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much,
thanks
sir,
a
for
lot.
the questions. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Mr. Mani. I hope all the instructions are clear. I hope you all have understood how you would be coming to school from 27th.
Ma'am, may I say something to grade 9 parents specifically?
Please, ma'am.
Yeah, parents, I am very happy when I had last addressed you in the month of, I think, March ending. I was very happy because we were facing issues with the, the attendance of the children, especially with grade 9. So I'm happy that the children have improved in their attendance, but I want to share it with many that it's still not completely improved. And you know what? The assessments which we are going to have in term 1, they are not from books, if you have understood. For grade 9, 10, 11th and 12th standard, they are not from books. If a child misses out on one session of the teacher, he or she may miss out on the crucial information and concept clarity that the teacher wants to give to the child. And this is especially for all the children who are listening. Betu, you will remain a darling to all of us. But you're growing up, Raja. We cannot stop saying, no, we wanted that old, small you. We are proud that you are growing into good, responsible human beings. Then show that by attending the sessions. Your teachers are really taking lots and lots of efforts to make sure that you receive quality. But if you aren't there for the session, how will the quality be delivered? So this is not the time, seriously, to omit, skip, or say, I don't want to this time. All right. So I think when grade 10 has come over here on Teachers' Day and performed, there's one thing that stuck with me when they said, you are my second mother. So it's not that I'm the second mother and we all are the second mothers only to grade 10. There's no bias. We are the second mothers to all of our children. Every child is very unique, special, and important to us. And you know, you are our first batches for grade 9 and 10. And we want you to succeed. We want you to show to the world what a Stepien means. Will you not do that? Tell me, you don't want to do it? We have very high hopes from each one of you. Not that you're going to get 100% marks, but that you're going to put in 100% efforts to make sure that you are at an understanding, good and a best understanding level. Can I ask this much from you? All the teachers who are looking expectantly at me, can they expect this from you? How many thumbs up I'm going to get this time? Tell me. Now, this thumbs up means, of course, that you're going to be there and not even a single session will be missed. Yes? Grade 9, Tanish Purohit. Tarun. Tarun Jagwani.
Yes, ma'am.
Pulkit Mukesh. Niharika Durva. I don't know, I have to take the name seriously because those names stuck with me every time. Next time when I look at those names, I'll seriously say, these are the people who will come first to the class. And answers also when the teacher says and asks. Let's do that. Let's show. You have to show the teachers how well they are doing. This is the way you can show it too. I'm expecting a beautiful interaction between you and your teachers, because these gems that we have got for you, children, we literally have handpicked them. So make sure that you take full advantage of their talents. Okay? Yes, ma'am, Vaidehi ma'am, over to you. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You actually have spoken what we really, all teachers wanted to speak, and we really wanted to tell this to our parents that yes, we are here for students and children, and we want them to take complete and anything and everything, whatever we are ready to give to them. So even if children are not coming, abhi bhi main dekh rahi hu, there are few parents, those who couldn't come for this session. I really wanted that parents to attend this session, because during sessions, we usually talk to our children. We have told them everything. Probably today when they are attending this session, they are aware of each and every word which we are speaking or talking about. I really wanted, or we really wanted, that parents should know all these things. So never mind, you might have some other occupancies or probably some other duties to perform, but then we really want you to understand that this you need to understand first, and then probably children will understand the importance of what we are trying to do here. Anything from anyone here? We are here to answer all your questions if you at all have anything to ask.
Vaidehi ma'am, a silence means questions are answered, or maybe this is what I feel because it's 4.
Yeah.
And so if there's nothing, I may just suggest if we can tell the parents to ponder about it. And there is a very big surprise for my grade 9 and 10 children. So this is just the parting way, because we are literally saying bye now. We are very, very conscious about your careers, children, now. And you know where your career will start in 12th grade. But there are some IB schools who offer internship in high schools in 9th and 10th standard. We are trying to tie up with one such academy who picks the children from grade 9 and 10 high school children for internship programs to Singapore, Finland, and all the countries abroad. So just stay tuned and be in touch. You will see a program like this happening in our school in the coming months. I'm not saying years, for you all. So this is a parting gift which I wanted to give you, but the gift can come only and only when you will perform in this half yearlies. And parents of grade 9, 10 standard में बच्चों के एडमिशन से पहले टेस्ट होगा स्कूल में. 75% से कम बच्चे के अगर मार्क्स आएंगे तो सोच लीजिएगा, फिर हम बात करेंगे आपसे. सो रिमेंबर दैट, कितने भी टेस्ट टीचर्स ले, लेकिन वो एंट्रेंस टेस्ट जो ग्रेड 10 बच गया कराने से 2 साल पहले, वो अब ग्रेड 10 में नेक्स्ट सेशन होगा. तो 9th स्टैंडर्ड चिल्ड्रन, स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग, because I'm telling you, that will be a tough test. I'm not going to put up an easy one for you. So start preparing in this particular year only for that test. Okay? Thank you so much, ma'am. And we love you, children.
Thank you. Thank you. Ma'am.
Thank
Over to you,
you.
Sandhya ma'am. Just.
Thank you,
Parents.
Vaidehi ma'am. Respected Director Sir,
Thank you, ma'am.
Principal ma'am, my fellow comrades from our teaching fraternity, and my dear wonderful parents. We at TSS hope that the assessment process is clear now. We have tried our level best to put in a compiled data for your reference. Thank you, each one of you, for taking your valuable time and joining us. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, dear parents.
I would request our director, sir, to just address the parents once, if you're here, sir.
Wonderful efforts. I was right through the meeting and was listening to the efforts taken by all the teachers, coordinators, and all the team members of TSS. Wonderful presentation you have made. I think this has made everything clear to the parents. And if the not only even a single question is coming up, that means parents are clear. So with all the things, but anyhow, we are always available 24/7 for you all. तो आपके पास कभी भी कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो, आप हमको पिंग कर सकते हैं, व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हैं. We are available all the time. Thank you so much and all the best. And waiting for the kids for the physical examination. Thank you so much, parents.
So much, sir, for the valuable words, which really motivates us always. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, dear parents.
Thanks, ma'am.
All the best, children. Bye-bye.